Oh boy, wait up. Someone will have actually asked me like a few weeks ago what my thoughts are about the current state of Sony. And I kind of really thought about it and I figured I don't really have a good way to sort of describe my feelings towards Sony. And today I actually realized something. It's really stupid, but I don't really care about Sony. Why would I care about a company I don't work at? I don't have any connections with. I don't have stock in it. I don't care about Sony. I care about PlayStation. But of course, as a massive Sony fan, their games is what matters to me. So PlayStation matters to me. And I sort of realized this. And this is going to be a brief video. And hopefully, I'll get my point across of what I think about the current state of Sony PlayStation, but kind of the current state of gaming in general. On the PlayStation 1, you had a large library of Sony PlayStation exclusives. On the PlayStation 2, you had a gigantic library of extremely good quality Sony PlayStation games, exclusives. On PS3, even though it was starting slow, eventually you have a really big library of PlayStation 3 Sony exclusives. On PlayStation 4, again, it started out slow, but eventually, and especially if you sort of consider, if you've got Horizon Forbidden West and God of War Ragnarok on the PS4, you have a pretty significant library of Sony PlayStation exclusives. On PlayStation 5, you have Returnal and Spider-Man 2. Okay, and you have Astro Blood. And you have, okay, Gran Turismo. All right. And what what more? Oh, Ratchet and Clank. Okay, you got Ratchet and Clank. Fine. There are 5 games. I don't consider Demon Souls Remake to be a new game. I don't consider God of War Ragnarok or Horizon Forbidden West to be a PlayStation 5 exclusive because it's also available on the PS4. And so I just realized something, and it sounds really stupid, but this is what I realized. Naughty Dog made at least 3 good games on every PlayStation console. Just think about it. Every console, Naughty Dog made a few incredibly good games. I mean, all of their games are basically top tier games, in my opinion. But I almost played them all, so I'm kind of a Naughty Dog expert, I guess. Doesn't matter. What did they make on PlayStation 5? Nope, nothing. They have absolutely nothing, as of what we know right now. Now, they're working on this intergalactic whatever freaking what game, and it doesn't really look interesting to me. However, I do want to say one thing, I don't want to hate, but it doesn't matter that the main character is a female. She actually looks pretty. She looks Asian. I like Asians. But I absolutely do not like bald-headed women. It's just my personal opinion. If you are bald, especially if you have like a medical condition, I understand. It doesn't matter. If you find it pretty, I understand. But to me, no, 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 no. I will never play this game just for the fact that I do not want to play as a bald-headed woman or girl, whatever. It doesn't matter. But just consider this, and this is how I'm going to end this video, and I hope that I've made my point across of what I think about the current state of Sony PlayStation and the gaming industry in general. We can all agree that this game is probably 2 years, maybe even 3 years from release up until now. They haven't even shown a single clip, a single screenshot of gameplay. So 2 or 3 years, we can agree on that. The PlayStation 6 is probably going to be announced or even released between now and 2 or 3 years. Do we agree on this? If that happens, and let's just take the worst, the game is going to come out in 3 years or 2.5 years, doesn't matter. And the PS3, PS6, why did I say PS3? The PS6 is also going to be released in 2.5, 3 years. Let's say that the chances are 50% that this game is going to be or a PlayStation 5 console exclusive that will eventually be ported to the PS6, or it's going to be kind of like God of War Ragnarok, where it's going to be released on the PS5 and on the PS6. That means that for the first time ever, after 30 years of PlayStation history, Naughty Dog hasn't made a single PlayStation 5 exclusive. That is what I think about the current state of Sony and video games. I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely link it in the comments below. What do you think about Sony PlayStation? How are they doing business at this very moment about their games? And of course, the industry itself. Leave it in the comments below. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I bid you an incredible New Year's Eve. Is that how you call it in English? Mind your fingers with fireworks. Don't eat too much. Don't drink too much. And I'll see you in the next year. Hopefully, maybe I'll die. You never know, of course.